Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, July 12th. It is 6:16 right now. Market's going to open in about 14 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly. So a few moments. Let me just finish updating everything here. All right, the stream's private, guys, so it's just us here in the Zoom. But I'm going to finish updating the settings over here for replay. That's the wrong thing. All right, guys, just a few moments. I gotta finish updating this. So I just unclicked out of the settings and I gotta do it again. Yeah. All right, looks like we are good to go. So I'll get a few moments for people to make their way in. So all right, I'll give it a few moments for people to make their way in. As you guys can see, a lot of liquidity from yesterday finally got hit this morning. It's blasted right through. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that liquidity yesterday, but it is pushing through right now. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, remark liquidity for today. I'll go from there. I'll start over here with the daily first real quick. Again, guys, I'm just going to mark up the colors. I don't really care too much about marking up the actual levels unless it's below the 1 hour. It's kind of pointless to mark. I mean, it's not really pointless, but it's a lot of work for me to mark up labels when it's kind of unnecessary. I mean, if you know it's a higher level, it's a higher level. Sorry, guys. Morning, everybody. Let's see who's here so far. Morning, Jamie. Morning, Patricia. Morning, Kenny. Morning, CJ. Morning, Saren. Morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, July 12th, 6:20 right now. Market's going to open in about 10 minutes. So I'm marking up liquidity right here. Just a heads up, guys. This session is private for today, so it's just us here in the Zoom. You don't have to worry about YouTube. But yeah, I'm marking up the liquidity here right now. And we'll get started shortly once I'm done marking all this stuff up. So like one thing that I noticed, guys, is that the 5-hour entry, the 5 a.m. entry, it almost always hits. So I wake up like at, you guys saw my profits, I'll show it in a little bit. But I wake up literally at like 4:50 my time. I pretty much just mark up my charts from my phone in bed. And then I snooze until like 4:59. And then I get up literally like a minute before market open. and I see if everything lines up. And if it lines up, I just hit buy on my phone, and then I set the TP on my phone. I just go back to sleep. But yeah, the 5 o'clock 1 hour entry is like pretty solid, in my opinion. That's what I've noticed. The 6 a.m. is not so great, but the 6 a.m. also hit. So 6 a.m. right here did hit full TP. A lot of times it's an iffy move because it's so close to market open. Volatility kind of dies down around there. But there was news this morning, so it did push price in a direction. So let me just finish updating this real quick. 15 minutes. There's a lot of liquidity on the bottom, but I don't know if this will get knocked out anytime soon. Price is pretty bullish. It's been pretty bullish. I mean, it might come down for a fake out and then it might come back right back up. All right. Looks like we are good to go, guys. So liquidity up here already got hit. I'll just leave it up for now, but it did get hit already. I think this is daily liquidity actually that got hit pre-market. So let's see what else is here so far. Morning, Sterling, morning, Andreas, morning, Karen, morning, everybody. All right, looks like about half of you guys are here so far, or a little more than half. Today's Wednesday, July 12th. It is 6:22 right now. Market's gonna open in about 8 minutes. So here is liquidity, top liquidity right here. The daily already got hit. This could be a level to look out for. So if price comes back down, I'm gonna leave it up because this is the daily liquidity. What might happen is the liquidity might be sitting up here. So, you know, if price does push up, we'll use this as a confluence. However, the next level of liquidity up here is about 2,000 pips away. It's kind of far, but it's really not that far. It seems like it's far, but realistically, I mean, price could push up that direction if need be. So we'll see. Other than that, if you guys are just joining the room, I took the 5 a.m. entry over here. I typically take this like almost every morning. It almost always hits. 5 a.m. entry, 6 a.m. entry right here hit as well. So you guys probably saw my profits in the group. So this is a trade I took right there, 5 a.m. This entry right here. And these are my profits. So currently right now, I'm currently up 3,040 on my main FTMO account. Here's my green strip and my full TP. Here is my FTMO number 2 count, total profit of 3,240. Here's my MFF number 1, total profit of 1,020. My MFF number 2, total profit of 1,020. And my MFF number 3, this is an accidental screenshot. My profit on that is actually 620. You can see over here. The first trade didn't copy on this account for some reason, on the other account for some reason. I think it's because I was getting a payout processed and it just wasn't active at the time, but it's all good. All right. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Morning, Purity. Morning, Maria. Morning, Crystal. Morning, Randy. Morning, Rashida. Morning, everybody. All right. So just a heads up, guys. This is just a Zoom today. The YouTube is public. It's private. So there's no. You guys will, everybody will have access to the replay, but this live stream is just us here in the Zoom. So just us here. What I wanted to look at was news for today. So there was news this morning, I believe CPI, right? Yeah, there's CPI year over year, CPI month over month right here. And of course, CPI, it was all negative, but price did go up. So we had news over here at 5:30. Obviously, you guys know where that big spike came up from. Right down here at the news. So that was news right there. Other than that, let me check if there's any other news for today. Fed member Kashkari is going to be speaking at 6:45, and then 7:30 crude oil. That's about it. I'll mark up 7:30 over here. And 6:45 Fed member Kashkari. It's low impact, but we will keep an eye out on it, just in case. It wouldn't really matter because we're not looking to take entries till after 7 anyways. Let me see if there's anything else over here. My FX book. And my FX book is still down, which is crazy. I've never seen my FX book down for this long. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, my FX book is still down. So I don't know if there's any other news events that you guys are aware of. If you guys are aware of anything you guys want to let us know, feel free. But I don't know if there's anything else going on today. aside from the news that I have marked up. We'll try to, we'll try to play by ear, but I don't know. We'll see. Right. How it plays through. So, all right. Yeah, nothing major. Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, oil inventories over here at 7:30, Maria mentioned. And I think that's about it. Hey, Shannon, how's it going? Morning. All right, guys. So market is going to open in about 4 minutes. For this session, I'm going to try to focus on just trading. So if you guys do have questions, sorry, guys, 1 second. All right, guys, sorry, my dogs are barking. So as I mentioned, I'm going to try to focus mainly on trading, guys. So if you guys do have questions, feel free to put them in the chat, but I'm not going to answer them till later. So, because sometimes I'll see people put a question and it doesn't get answered, and they just keep posting the question over and over and over again in the chat, hoping that I'll read it. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the chat once. Don't like repost it like 5-6 times. I don't think that's a problem anymore, because those people that used to do that aren't here anymore. But yeah, if you guys do have a question, I'll answer when I can. I'm not going to be answering it right away, because I'm going to be focusing on trading today, so I don't miss out on any trades like we've done in the past. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. If you guys are asking questions, it's okay to ask questions, but I'm going to save them till either dead period on the chart or towards the end. So if you guys have questions right now, feel free to ask your questions. I'll probably answer questions from like 6:30 until 6:45, and then 6:45 I'm going to drill down on the momentum pullback scalps, and then from like 6:45 till 8 I'll be focused mainly on trading, and then I'll answer your questions either before or after. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. I don't want you guys to be thinking that I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. I'm just focused on the trades at hand. Sure, I'm logged into my TS. Looks good. And I did see some talk in the group between Patricia and Daniel about TradingView having issues. I haven't had any issues, guys. So like typically, if I refresh my chart, like say for example here I'm on my main chart, right? If I refresh this, usually my trade evade down below will require that I log back in, but I haven't had any issues. It's actually pretty streamlined. I haven't had any issues at all. I know TradingView was updating their systems over the past couple of days, past couple of weeks. So I don't know if that may have corrupted anybody's TradingView app. So maybe you want to uninstall it and reinstall it. But for me, I haven't really had any issues. Usually if I refresh it, the trade evade thing will pop up and it'll ask me to log back in, but it's working right now. And I'm able to enter trades. So maybe I just got lucky, but I just want to give you guys a heads up if you guys are wondering. Because I did hear some talk about there being issues with connectivity on TradingView. All right, guys, market is now open. So with the market open right here, I'm going to go ahead and mark up opening price. Oops. Right there. Let's take a look at the overall direction. Today's overall bias, retail sentiment. No bias, short-term technicals, long-term technicals. All right, yeah, so looking at this here, let's take a look at retail sentiment. Retail sentiment is currently 68% short. This indicates that 68% of retail traders are currently selling right now. So we typically want to do the opposite and buy. This is pretty heavy on the sell side. So we probably going to be looking for buys today, long term. So retail sentiment is bullish because we want to do the opposite. 68% short. For fundamental bias, let's take a look at CNBC real quick. CNBC over here. Breaking news. CNBC is currently up 209 points, pretty heavy right now. Dow jumps more than 200 points after lighter than expected inflation reports. So that said, that is also bullish. Plus 200 points. Short-term technicals, looking over here on the short term, 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, it looks bullish right here because price is above the pivots, trend meters green, pivots are angling up. So we got a bullish confirmation, and with trend here, everything's bullish actually. 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, everything's super bullish. So this is a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because we have a very clear direction. It's a bad thing because, again, it's a very clear direction, right? The problem with it being too clear like this is that it opens up the opportunity for markets to be manipulated. Because if it's obviously bullish, like, if everybody's looking to take buys here, then that means that the market will kind of screw with people, right? Like, price can go up, but you might see some weird movements. Price to go up, consolidate, come down, stop people out, consolidate, come back up, come down, stop people out. Like, you're going to see some weird movements like that. It's not going to be a smooth move. Typically, I like when there's a bias, but I don't like when it's like completely in one side. Because if it's completely in one side like that, it just gives the market makers opportunity to basically screw with retail traders. Because if everybody's like, oh, we're all going to take buys, then the market's not going to be, it's not going to be that simple. I like usually when there's like some sort of inconsistency because people will be trading both ways. However, majority of people here are still selling. So that's kind of the good thing here. Everything is bullish, but for some reason, a lot of people, not really for some reason, it's all logical, right? People try to be contrarian. They think they identify the top and they try to catch the ride to the downside. But realistically, price is just going to keep pushing up higher and higher and higher. So in my opinion, I'd probably sit tight for a little bit, wait for the market to stabilize. What I'm going to do over here is I'm going to mark up the 10th so that you guys can see market structure. But you can see that the volatility here is very, very heavy. So you want to be careful with, any entry really. We like volatility, but we don't like too much volatility, because if it's too volatile, it's easy to get kind of faked out in positions, right? If you guys are familiar with that. Like, volatility is nice, but if you have a tight stop loss, like for example, you're using a 1025, if your stop loss is too tight, it's going to be easy for you to get kicked out of the position. So for example, right here, this would be an entry for the momentum pullback scalp. Looks like it already hit TP actually. Price came down, would have filled it right there, would have went straight to TP. The reason why I know it hit TP is because I can see the little marker right there. So that actually already hit TP. I wouldn't take this trade, but it did hit TP right there. And again, right there, it would have hit TP again, a second and third time. So this is what you like. You like volatile markets, but not crazy volatile. Like, it's cool when it's volatile within like 100 to 200 pips or 10 or 20 points, but you don't want it where it's volatile and price is kind of just going like, it's like this spiking super crazy back and forth, right? You don't want that. That's too volatile. But yeah, there goes an entry right there for a momentum pullback scalp, full TP. Here you can see prices pushing past the liquidity zone again, as we noted earlier. That's why I left the zone right here and it had the circle. You can see exactly where I circled it. I mentioned liquidity is probably going to be sitting around this area, which it was. I wouldn't be surprised if price pushes up higher from where it's currently at. So for the momentum pullback scalp entries, guys, I'm looking to take just one entry per momentum. If you guys saw the results that I posted up yesterday, so I pretty much back tested the entire strategy for yesterday, the entire day. Right here, you can see there was 13 wins and 5 losses if you took every single entry, multiple entries per momentum. Total of 8 wins if you did the math, for a total profit of 68 points. So if you had a 100K account, that's 6,800 per 100K account. That's if you took every single trade. If you just took a single entry per momentum, the results were about the same. It was just 2 less losses, or 2 less wins. It was 7 wins and 1 loss. Total wins of 6. Total points of 62 points in profit. So it was just off by like maybe $600 in profit. And this is less stressful if you're taking less trades. You only take 8 trades here versus 18 trades. So I'm going to stick to just one entry per momentum. But if you guys want to take multiple entries per momentum, I'll mark the entries up for you guys. I'm just not going to be taking them. So I'll mark them up and I'll show you guys, but I'm not going to take them because it's just too risky. And I personally just don't think it's worth the risk. I feel like it's so much more stressful if you're taking 18 trades versus 8 trades, and you're having about the same result at the end with profitability. So now where did my thing go? Oh, there we go. All right, so price is pushing through right here. It pretty much knocked through that liquidity that I marked up right here. So we had this was a daily liquidity, and price kind of came down, faked out, came back above. I marked up this circle right here because I mentioned, oh, liquidity is price sitting higher, and that's exactly where it was sitting. A lot of people here who are on the sell side are just getting wiped out. You can see it's 68% short. If the number starts to decrease, that's because they're getting stopped out. If the number increases, people are actually stacking on top of themselves, which I think is crazy. But it's up to the trader to determine whether they want to keep bleeding or if they want to pull out for a loss. So all right, it's 737 right, or 637 right now. It's getting closer to 645, which is around our trading period. 7 o'clock really is the trading time, but I'll be looking. So Longy is asking if the breakout is still a thing or if it has lost its validity. I don't know. You could ask Kenny over here. He's been doing it every day and he's been hitting his profit. So I think pretty sure it's pretty valid. Kenny takes it every day. If you see Kenny's profits, he posts it like literally every day. It's launching. He's the only one that's like taking it. So like, well, he's probably not the only one, but he's the only one that's sharing it. So yesterday he took the breakout full TP. The day before that, and he's taking it for a smaller profit target. So like for the 10th over here, or the other day before that, here's Kenny again. Full TP's right there. So he's hitting it. I don't use it, but just because I don't use it doesn't mean it doesn't work. I mean, if I created a strategy and I actually present it to you guys, it works because I've done testing for it. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that I don't like to apply it because we get like complainers in the group who don't know how to follow directions and they want to complain when they lose a trade. So the breakout is still a good strategy if you know how to do it and if you know how to follow directions. But I don't do it because people complain all the time. They miss the trade and they get mad, or they take the trade and they get mad, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that, right? So if you guys want to apply the breakout, the breakout works. It's just there was too many complainers at the time. There was like half people that were winning that were following directions, half people that would enter late, or they would pull out of their position and then they would lose and then they would blame the system, right? So every strategy that I've created, if it doesn't work anymore, then I would have taken it down. I would have told you it doesn't work. If I didn't say anything about it not working, or if it's not on the website anymore, then there's a reason for it. But if it's still on there, it still works. So everything that I've created, I've done years and years of back testing of these strategies. So it's not like I'm just releasing a strategy for no reason. Everything is up there for a reason. But yeah, nice work, Kenny. I didn't even notice Kenny posted his profits for today, but Kenny locked in the breakout this morning. You can see the buy right there at 631. Total profit of 4,140 for the day. Nice work, Kenny. So solid work right there. Other than that, we are still waiting for the market to stabilize here a bit. Nice, Solange caught it as well. Yeah, no, it still works. Pretty much all the strategies still work fine. I don't really introduce stuff to you guys unless I've like really believed in it. There's just so many strategies. I can't follow like 30 strategies, right? That's why I'm only focusing on 2 strategies now, the 1 hour and the momentum pullback scalp. I don't even look at the liquidity, even though liquidity is hitting. I just use liquidity as a confluence. So yeah, the same, it goes back to what I was saying before, guys. Focus on 1 or 2 strategies and just master those 2 strategies. I have a lot of options here that you guys can use. But the thing with these strategies is that they all kind of align with each other. So like, for example, if you missed the liquidity push, you could have taken that as a breakout. If you missed the breakout, you could have taken this as a liquidity push. You could have taken these 1 hour entries here. These would have lined up as a breakout as well. There's a lot of different types of ways to trade. Is just, you got to figure out what works for you. So I've given like a bunch of options. Just stick to what works for you guys. For the breakout. So one thing about the breakout, Tulanji, another reason why we stopped using it was because the volatility died down. So I created that strategy on COVID when the market was very volatile, right? It's easy to catch 500 pips here and there. nowadays it's not as easy to catch 500 pips. The market sometimes is very slow. It's moving like 100, 200 pips, and it's not really doing much. So the thing is, the breakout works. You just have to adjust your TP stop loss. You might not use 500 anymore. You might use 250, 250. You might use 150, 150. Who knows? It just depends on the market conditions for that day. So, all right, guys, it's getting closer to 6:45. So as we get closer to 6:45, I'm not going to answer any more questions. Again, just a reminder, if you guys are just joining the room, I'll answer questions in the beginning up until like about 6:45, and then I'm not going to answer any more questions until like late in the session at around 8 o'clock or whenever the market dies down. Because I want to focus on the trades here, because I keep missing trades answering questions, and I just want to focus on just trading, because I've missed like I think like 4 trades this week. And it kind of sucks because everyone else is profiting, and I like miss it by just like a slight little tick. So yeah, just a heads up, guys. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just saving your questions for when we have time to discuss. All right, the Fed member Kashkari is going to be speaking right here at 6:45. We're not going to stop trading around this time. We're just going to keep that in mind. So if the volatility picks up a bit, it's probably because the Fed is speaking. But if not, it's not really a big deal, because we actually want volatility in the market. Let's see, CJ said that daily liquidity that hit pre-market is one that I was waiting on, but I missed it. Hopefully Kenny caught it so I can live vicariously through it. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm pretty sure he did. He took it as liquidity, and I think he took it as a breakout too, because he did take that buy right there. Kenny's up pretty good right now. He took 2 trades, currently at 4,000. He's up more than me right now. So, all right, just matter of patience here, guys. Just got to wait for market to kind of stabilize, which it is stabilizing right now. You can see the volatility starting to die down quite a bit. And then we'll see the continuation back to the upside. So here is the clean chart. Let me mark up opening time. 6:30 and 8 o'clock right there. Market open right here. So we are ready to rock and roll. So we got right there. All right, so you guys see how easy it is to mark obstruction when you guys have my indicators. You just turn on the high-low indicator, and you can identify where the higher high and where low is. So with that said, you guys can see market open or opening prices right here, and price is pretty much just ranging right down this middle, which is fine. It's getting closer to 6:45. So let's see. All right, we got price pushing up right here. If this is the case, we can maybe start looking for some entries here. This market is not really moving as crazy as it was earlier. So what I'm looking for here, guys, is I'm looking for a buy signal. Once I have that buy signal, I'm going to look for the retracement, and then I'll look for possible entry for a buy here, applying the momentum pullback scalp. So mainly we're looking for a buy signal first. That's going to be the main thing that we're focusing on. And then from there we will, so right now the Fed member Kashkari is currently speaking, guys. Keep that in mind. And then we will we'll see if this volatility is beneficial for us, which it should be. Maddie said there was a V1 right here. So there was a V1 right here. I don't know if anybody saw it, but there was a V1 that came up right there when straight to full TP. So yeah, Maddie identified that V1. And then you guys can see the strategies, they kind of line up with each other. The V1's right here, double body off that high low, and then pretty much went straight through. Yeah, Maria saw it too. So nice work, guys, identifying that. All right, so we are now looking for retracement right here. If price retraces to this point, then possible entry right here at the 740 mark. So I'm looking for this to close as a red candle. If it closes as a red candle, we have to see where it closes as well. If it closes down below here, then it's going to be down a bit lower. 30. So we got to see where this candle closes. If it closes above this line, the entry would be up there. And this thing is just a little too volatile right now, right? Price is pushing through right now. There was no retracement on that candle. So if the price starts to move kind of crazy like this, where it's very volatile and it's just spiking around, then I'm just going to hold off on it, right? I don't want to enter when price is like very uncertain, because you want to know exactly where price is moving to. So for example, again, right here, if price pulls back, entry would be somewhere down here at the 40 mark. Maddie also mentioned pivot scalp, full TP. So here's another strategy right here, guys. If you guys know the pivot scalp strategy, there's a buy signal, it's above the pivots, overall bias is bullish, full TP right there. Again, I'm focusing on one strategy right here. I'm focusing on the momentum pullback scalp, but there are other entries here that are coming up, V1 variation, pivot scalp, etc. Again, right here, I need to see how this candle closes. If it closes at above this line right here, entry is going to be at 740. I got my order set up right here. I just got to wait for it to close. So I'm looking for a red candle, retracement candle. I didn't get that yet. If anything, we might get it at this level now. Level is now at 50. All right. I don't know if this is going to pull back anymore. So if this is the case, price is getting a little bit overextended. A lot overextended actually. So I don't know if I'm going to be taking any trades right here if it gets way overextended like this. I mean, it's pretty overextended about, let's see. So if we count from down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's about 700 pips up now. So it's getting over to that overextended mark. Not there yet, but it's almost there. I just want to make sure you guys understand that. This is why understanding market structure is very important when applying this type of strategy. You want to know when not to enter trades, because you don't want to get caught in a retracement, like a heavy retracement. Price still has not retraced yet. If it retraces, it's going to be at the 70 level. Yeah, 30 seconds right there. Eight seconds. Put my volumes up so you can hear when my order gets filled. Five seconds. Nope, no retracement, guys. So again, I'm still waiting here. Depending on how this candle closes, I'll let you guys know if I decide to take the entry right here. Because if this candle is a little too big, or I mean, it just depends on how it closes. If it looks like it's going to keep coming down further, then, obviously, I'm going to be a little careful. So we got 25 seconds here. If it closes above here, the entry would be right here at this line, at the 70 mark. Just the volatility here is a little heavy. Got 10 seconds. It's got to close below this line. If it doesn't, then again, it's another it's another waiting period. So the entry right here would actually be at 80, or no, close below it. So it'd be at 70. So I'll put a pending order right there. I'll watch it. And it closed right at the line though, so that's the tough part, because it closed literally at the line. Yeah, the entry probably could have been right there at 80, but this is where it becomes a little tricky. So if this goes up there and hits the TP already, I'm just going to cancel it. Let's see where it's at right now. Closes below here. We still have opportunity to make entry right here at the 70 mark. I'm still, you guys can see my pending order on the chart. If it goes up to this line, I'm gonna cancel it. I'm just gonna have to wait for it to reset.
Orders filled.
Hold it.
Orders filled.
All right, I'm out. Full TP, guys. I don't know if anybody got in and out of that one. There we go. Full TP on all my accounts. Took it on my MT4, took it on here, straight to TP. Perfect. I was like clean, guys. You guys see that? I was like, that's as clean as it gets. So nice work right there. Came in, filled our orders, swooped right back up, straight to full TP. It's perfect. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a little update here. Looks like it might keep pushing back, but we'll see. It looks like it's pushing up to that 90. Yeah, like this area right here, this is where why it looks kind of risky because but it's probably blast right through. I don't know if you're still in it, Maddie. Looks like it probably would have hit your order, but that was a clean entry right there. It's like hitting a resistance right there. That's why I was kind of like getting a little iffy if I should hold it, but it's right there. It just hit your TP, Maddie. If you guys got in at the 80, it still would hit your TP regardless. So whether it got you got in at the 80, whether you got in at the 70, I mean, no matter. Either way, you got your full TP. So I'll mark this up here, and then for you guys who cut it at the 80, I will mark this up too. Just so that you guys have an understanding for there's two different entry points. You could have entered up here, you could have entered down here. This was just perfect entry. It literally filled the order and went straight to our TP. No problems. It's great work, guys. If you guys have problems to post up, feel free. We got to wait for the retracement anyway, so we got some time in between. So I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of my accounts while we wait for another opportunity here. Now we just wait for another momentum. Easy as that. Order filled, order filled. You guys like that sound? Every time I hear that noise, I'm like, yeah, I have my TP. It's better than, because the thing is, MT4 doesn't make a noise. Before it used to make a noise when it would hit your TP, but for some reason it doesn't make noise anymore. So now it's pretty solid. Because I know when I'm in the position and I know when I'm out. I hate when I'm like in a position and I don't know if I get closed out or not. I kind of just got to sit there and hope that it hits my TP. So here are my profits for the day so far. Screenshot. Yeah, all the accounts are sitting pretty nice. All right, so we got those two right there. Here is my phone. I gotta take a screenshot of my individual accounts. So we got that sell signal. We're now looking for another buy signal to come up. And the accounts are sitting nice. All right. 1.9 on that one. I'm still waiting for the day that MFF gives me full TP on one of these trades. I got 970, yeah, close to it. Almost got that 1,000, but not quite. All right, no buy signal yet, guys. All right, we're still waiting for that buy signal, so don't worry, guys. We are not missing out on anything right now. Man, this top step's taking forever to pass because the profits aren't as high as FTMO stuff, but it's okay. There's no limit on here, so you can literally take forever if you like. You don't have to rush it. So I just want to remind you guys that too. If you guys are trying to rush it, there's no need to rush your top step. They don't really care. Because there's no trading day limit or whatever. Yeah, you can take it as long as you like. Start to take a screenshot of this. And screenshot the whole box. All right. So, all right, I got all my profits posted up. So here is my main FTMO account. You guys can see the green strips, locked in a total profit of 2,440 on that. Slippage worked in my favor, thankfully. Full TP on it, total profit of 5,480. This is my main FTMO account. Here is my FTMO number 2 count. I got even more slippage on here. Total profit of 2,500 on that trade. Total profit on the account 5,780. Here is my MFF number 1 account. Got cut a little short, 970. Total profit of 1,990. Here is my MFF number 2. Total profit of 1,990 as well. And here is my MFF number 3. I actually got full TP on this one. They actually gave me the full profit, 1,020. Total profit of 1,640 for the day. So great profits right there across all my MT4 accounts, MFF and FTMO. And then here's my top step. You guys can see I just took the trade on here as well. This is the one I took on TradingView. Total profit of 750. We were in that position for 10 seconds, easy in and out, full TP. So solid work right there, guys. If you guys have any more profits to send in, feel free to send them in. I'm going to go ahead and share this across the groups. And we are now still waiting for a buy signal. So we're just waiting for a buy signal to come up, and then we can start looking for another trade in that direction. All right, so let's take a look over here. So we have, let's see, we got Maria over here. Maria locked in a total profit of 336. Maria said, ready to ask for an extension. Nice work, Maria. So this is a huge accomplishment for Maria because she's been in a limbo. She fails an account and then gets a new account, fails account, does a new account. And then now she's gotten to the next level where she's getting free retries, right? Free retry, free retry, free retry. Now Maria's at a level where she's now asking for an extension. So when she gets this extension, hopefully you'll pass this time, Maria. I'm really behind you on this one because this is not everybody has a smooth linear process. Not everybody passes right away. Maria's been part of the group for a while. She's been having trouble in the beginning with trade psychology, following directions, and then now she's good at following directions. It's still her trade psychology, so she just keeps getting free retries every month. Now she's at another level where she has trade psychology and she follows directions. So now she's actually she's profitable. Now that she's in profit and she's almost able to pass, she can now ask for an extension, Maria. So you come a long way. I have a personal connection with everybody here in the group, whether you guys know it or not. If you guys tell me your story and you've been in the group and you've been active, I know where you guys struggle. So congrats, Maria, over here. So hopefully you pass this challenge, Maria, and you finally get funded. It's going to be a huge weight off your backs, and you're not going to have to take every single trade. You can do what I do, take 1 or 2 trades a day and then call it a day and just get your payout every month. It's as easy as that. I feel like the greed kind of goes away once you're funded because you don't have to pass a challenge. You just take a trade, and if it's good, then great. If not, then you just I feel like everybody keeps trying to force it to pass the challenge right away, but realistically, you should just take your time. So here's Zach over here. Zach for yesterday, all wins, total profit of 2,700. And then for today, Zach locked in one trade today as well, total profit of 2,859. So Zach over here is pretty consistent too. He's taking like one trade a day, locking about 2,000 and then just wrapping it up. So nice work right there, Zach. I think with Zach's problem too was over trading and revenge trading. Now he keeps himself limited to like one trade a day, and he's just very consistent. Like you can see over here from June, he was taking one to two trades a day, locking about 1,000 to 3,000 a day. He was consistent, like every day, just taking one or two trades. But I remember before, Zach, you took like a bunch of trades. Yeah, like before, you can see. So this is in April. Zach was taking 4 trades a day, right? Make 4 trades a day, and then now he's doing a lot better. He's very, very consistent with looking for quality trades. Here's Maddie. Maddie locked in all wins today, total profit of 3,010. So nice work right there, Maddie. Solid trading day for you so far. And then we have Andreas over here, total profit of 510 off that buy. Full TP with the green strip. Nice work, Andreas. All right, guys. So I think those are all the profits for now. If you guys have more profit to post up, feel free to send them in. I'll add them to the list. Otherwise, we're still looking for a buy signal here. So there's nothing for us to take at the moment, but we are looking for possible entry when we have that opportunity that may arise. So, all right, guys, other than that, let's see. Yeah, CJ mentioned, that's good to know about Top Step because rushing really messes with your trade psychology. Yeah, and I agree with you too, CJ. I feel like that's a problem with people passing their FTMO and MFF is that they want to rush to pass their FTMO like in one day. And when you do that, you start taking dumb trades, right? You start to take very risky trades, and then you end up blowing your account. So my recommendation, guys, is to just take your time. Like just always take your time, and eventually, the profits will come. If you just continue to win trades every single day, or if you at least close a trading day in green. So let me show you guys my Top Step account. See if I can pull it up. So I'm not really looking to pass my Top Step right away. I'm just taking trades as they come up, right? I'm not like forcing trades every single day. So let me just show you my Top Step account over here. So here's my Top Step account. You guys can see I'm not even close to passing it yet because I've been taking my time with this account here. I'm in profit 1,979 because I keep getting eaten up with the fees, and I just keep getting screwed. So I'm trying to figure out how to like do everything. But you can see over here I have 100% winning day rate. So I've been trading for 5 days on my Top Step. I have 100% win rate every day. So that should be the key thing. If you guys, whether it's $100 you make a day, $200, $300, 1,000, if you can just lock in wins every single day and you have 100% win rate, you guys can see right here, it's very consistent, right? It just goes up, goes up, goes up. It just keeps going up higher until I pass my combine. You can see over here, my average profitability here. It's pretty solid. I like your combine here. It's a lot more detailed compared to FTMO, but I mean, FTMO is always going to have a special place because that FTMO is still the funny company that I still prefer it, but I wish they would trade on TradingView. So until then, I mean, I'm going to use them, and I'm also going to still use my MFF, and I'm also going to use Top Step. It's not that difficult. You guys can see here, I'm doing it live with you guys. So it's not impossible to do. I just enter my trades here, and then when the trade enters on here, I enter also on my MC4. All right, other than that, see if there's anything else here for us to look at. I don't think there's really much to look at here. Let me look at the liquidity chart. All right, so there's prices nowhere near liquidity yet. Liquidity is up here. So there's 2 levels of liquidity that have not been tested yet since open. Up here and down here. Well, price is right down the middle, so there's not really any opportunity there at the moment. So I'm basically looking for that buy signal to shift back up. Once we get that buy signal to the upside, we can start looking for some more entries for a buy. But right now, if price shifts to the downside, we may be able to shift to a sell, but I'm probably going to hold off on that and just wait for confirmation. Let's see, Zach over here took one more trade. So Zach is now locked in. Total profit of 4,997 for the day. 2 trades for the day. Nice work, Zach. Yeah, solid profits. Let's see, Chrissy said, hey, Sean, I'm negative 268. Don't want to make it worse. I'm just going to stop for now. Take a break, come back in an hour. Yeah, not smart. So yeah, take a break, Chrissy. Chrissy has a loss. I'm not sure how she took a loss, but she probably just made a mistake. It's okay. It happens. But yeah, if that's the case and you guys understand that you're going to make a mistake and you're going to keep going, revenge trade or overtrade, then just take a break. Chris is going to take a break for an hour, and she'll be back, and she'll be back with a clear mind to continue going. All right, we're just waiting for this momentum signal. 7:07. We have a lot of time, guys, so don't worry. We'll have enough time to maybe at least catch at least one more entry. I can see it. Check this right there. Sorry, message, Maddie. Yeah, that 5 a.m. has been hitting. Still no buy signal. So we got some more profits over here from Purity. Let's see, Purity said high level momentum scalp. Nice work, Purity. So Purity is actually using the high level momentum scalp on gold. So as you guys can see, the strategy still works fine on like other assets. I don't trade gold, so I'm not sure what the TP stop loss would be, but it seems like Purity is onto something here. The loss here was kind of big though. Yeah, I don't know what happened right there, Purity, but I mean, you're still in profit, so that's a good thing. Good thing is that you're in profit. I'm trying to figure out like why is the loss so big? Because if you're doing a 3-to-1, it should be, I mean, your profit should be at least like around 300 if your loss is 9. Looks like you might just be closing out of them a little early, but it's all good. I mean, you're still in profit, and that's a key thing, Purity. All right, guys, back to the charts over here. We are back. I need price to push up a little higher. I don't want to be entering it like this low. So we have the buy signal here, but I actually need price to push up a little higher because it's not really, it's just too close to entry right here for this specific price point. Yeah, if it closes, I wanted to push up a little bit higher. So it's just too close to this level right here. If this is a level, I'm probably not going to enter. I'll just follow it, but I'm not going to enter it. So just give you guys a heads up right there. Because the thing is, if it pulls back too far, then it could just easily just swing back down for a sell signal, right? Like I don't want it to pull way down here. This is way too low. Okay, so if this is the case, the entry would be down here. I'm not going to take it, but I'll just mark it up for you guys. It's just too low because price is still down here. You need a direction. So you need a confirmation of a direction back to the upside. I mean, technically the entry could have been right there at 30. That's the entry that we were looking at. And it would have hit TP too. It's all good. All right, so if you guys caught that right there, great. It's not an account as a trade because I didn't take it. I just realized that the line here was off by like 1 point. It was at 31, not 30. And the candle closed like right at the line. I don't like when it closes right at the line like that because it just gives you a lot of uncertainty as to where price is going to go next. I like there to be at least like maybe a point differential. But again, right there goes another entry. So I got to wait for another reset. Sorry, guys. This was technically the entry right here. Well, I accidentally put this number a little higher. So I thought that it closed below it, but it actually closed on the line, which allowed you to possibly enter at that specific price point. So I'm not going to take the second one over here. There's a second opportunity here, but I'm not going to take this one. The opportunity was missed. It was right here. So it's all good. I just gotta wait for price to retrace back down now. It's 7:11, so we still have a lot of time. It's not like 8 o'clock yet. So I'm looking for a sell signal to come up. and then another buy signal, and then from there we'll continue to ride a continuation to the upside. So just gotta sit tight and not get FOMO, because I could already see people getting FOMO settling in, especially if you would have missed this one right here. I mean, this was a nice entry. It went straight to TP. It blasted right past TP actually. I even had my see my price right here. I had it set to 34,730. That was exactly where I was going to enter from. Right there. I just needed to hit buy. That was it. But I didn't. So it's all good. All right, we'll wait for a next opportunity here. Yeah, Maddie said he doesn't like the pivots right there. I didn't like him either. Another reason why I was kind of hesitant on taking the entry. It just wasn't worth the risk, you know, especially when there's no confirmation of direction. Nice work. We have Barty over here as well, currently at 1,197 for the day, all wins. So great work right there, Barty. You know, I didn't even post this in the other group yet. Let's see, Maddie said pivots lining now, but I need a new signal, fresh buy signal. Yeah, exactly, Maddie, me too. So that's exactly what we're waiting for, guys. So what we're waiting for here is waiting for a retracement. We're looking for price to retrace back down, provide a buy signal, correct, and entry. So I'm looking for entry, something like that. But you guys can see when the market's very volatile, like this is, so the way that the market is moving today is kind of similar to how the market moves in the fall. Typically in the summer, it doesn't move this quickly. But you guys can see if this happens, if this continues to happen and move like this into the fall, then there's going to be a ton of opportunity for us to take entries. Because like realistically, if you take like one or two of these entries a day, like, you know, you just do the basic math here, guys. Like say, for example, okay, so if you could take two entries that are like basically a for sure entry, right? You don't have to have a 200K account. You can do a 100K account. You can do whatever size account you want. But like, for example, here, so if you just do one or two trades, right? One or two trades, each trade is about 2,000. And we'll just do this by one account, right? So let's just make it realistic. I'm not going to go off a 200K account. I'm going to go off a 100K account because a lot of you guys have 100K accounts. So if you take two trades here, that's like 2,000, right? Or if you just take even just one trade, you do one trade a day. Say you take one trade and the other trade's a loss. You're gonna balance out. It's gonna be around 1,000. So 1,000 a day times 5. That's 5 trades because we trade Monday to Friday. So 5 days trading. You take just 5 trades, one trade a day, and they all win. You make 5,000 out of the week times 4. That's 20,000 for the month times 12. That's 240,000 for the year. If you want to make 6 figures, you just do the math, basic, right? If you have a 50K account, you'll divide this by 2. You're still, or sorry. Math sucks. You divide that by 2 and you're still making 120K in just trading profits. So just do the math, guys. If you guys have a number in mind, so just keep that in mind. If you guys have a number in mind, like, okay, I want to make X amount of money per year, right? So for example, I for whatever reason, Gian caught this one. So Gian said he caught the trade right here for the pullback. I'm not going to take those, but nice work, Gian. Anyways, so I feel like 100K is like it's like that's like a big number for a lot of people. Like a lot of people, that's their goal. They want to make 100K trading. So 100,000 a year, and you just reverse engineer it, guys. So 100,000, how many months are in a year, right? It's divided by 12. So there's 12 months. You make 8,000 a month. You divide that by 4 weeks. There's 4 weeks in a month. That's 2,000 a week, right? 2,000 a week. You divide that by 5. There's 5 days, 5 trading days in a week. You only have to make 416 a day, guys. So like you can literally take trades and lose them and come back and still make at least like 400 in profit a day or even 500. And you can still make 100K in a year. So just keep that in mind, guys. I feel like a lot of people think that 100K is a lot, but realistically, if you break it down, that's how much profit you have to make per day just to make 100K. And then from there, you just add multiple accounts, or you just scale your account and then you just double it. Like for me, for example, before I only had one account, right? I was making like maybe half of this, like maybe 1,000. Now I'm up to 5,000, right? And that's just one account. So that plus that plus that plus that plus that plus that, now plus this as well. It just keeps stacking up. You just multiply. So, all right, we got the sell signal here that's pending. We need that sell signal to close so that we can get a buy signal next. Here's profits from Gion. Gion is currently up 1,980 for the day. Nice work, Gion. Full TP on that too with the green strip. There's like a few things in trading that really get me excited. It's the green strip and order filled when I enter top step. It's like those are the two things. Like when I'm trading, I don't care what's happening when I'm analyzing. I don't care when I'm explaining stuff. But when I hear order filled and it hits my TP, that's like the best feeling. And then also when I see a green strip on my trades, that's an even better feeling because I'm like, okay, I let my, like when you see the green strip here, that means that you let the strategy play out, right? For example, here I got scared, so I pulled out early. I was supposed to hit a full TP on this, but when you got a green strip here, that means that you let the trade, like you actually followed your strategy because you let it go to your TP and you didn't play with it. You didn't get scared, you didn't get nervous, you just let the trade go and then it hits your full TP. So I mean, yeah, if you look at everybody's profits here, like Gion, the green strip, he let that trade run to full TP. Purity over here, she let the trade run to full TP, green strip as well. Same with Andreas, green strip, he let the trade run to full TP. This is going to help you guys understand if you guys are actually letting your trades run to full TP or if you're getting scared and pulling out too early. Like Maria over here, full TP. This was our problem before, Maria. Like, you know, like if you look at Maria's trades here in the past. So let's go back to like Maria back in like May. See, she was getting scared here. She wouldn't let her trades run to full TP. But you look at Maria now today, like even on the 5th of July, look at her trades, they all hit full TP. So that's how I know, like, you guys don't think that I don't see this, but I know like a lot of things about you guys, how you guys trade. You guys don't notice that because you guys don't look at that. But if I see the green strip there, I understand that you guys let the trade run to full TP. If you don't let the, if it's like Natasha over here, I know she's like trading on her phone, so she can't let it run to full TP. She just exit manually. Like I study all of you guys. I know where your guys' weaknesses are. So if you guys ever need help with your trading, just reach out to me because I've seen you guys post your profits. If you guys don't post your profits, I already know there's a reason for that. It's because you guys are over trading. Like for me, you guys will see that I post my profits basically every day, right? I know when people are losing trades because they'll be posting profits and there's be one day where they don't post profits because they had like winning trades and then they had like one trade that just blew all their profits and then they're just too embarrassed to post it, so they don't post any of the trades at all. I know like all the tricks in trading, guys. I've been trading for a long time. I've been working with a lot of people. I know how people try to hide their profits or they try to hide their losses and stuff like that. But you just got to be real with yourself. The only way you'll get better at trading is if you understand and you learn from those losses. So, all right, I know we kind of went off topic, but there was no entries here. We do have the sell signal here now. Now I'm looking for the buy signal to come up, and then we'll be looking for another opportunity for a buy. So I'm looking for a buy signal to come up here. So we do have the retracement. Looking for a buy signal to come up, little retracement, and a continuation. And that's where I make my entry. I know, Maddie. Yeah, that was crazy. There's this guy on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have probably seen him before. He trades with I think TradeObey2 or something, but he like hit a crazy profit, and this guy like started drooling on like on Instagram. He started going crazy because he hit like a crazy profit. Yeah, you guys should never trade off emotions like that. Just make sure that when you guys are trade, you're always calm and cool. Yeah, man. Every time you guys send me that video, I think it cracks me up. I mean, it cracks me up because that's your boy's mentor. That's you know who. All right, we have no buy signal yet, guys. We're just waiting for that buy signal. Once we get the buy signal, then we could start looking for that entry. All right. Still no buy signal, guys. Don't worry. It's just is Aaron in here? No, he's not. Man, Aaron's always sending me stuff. Do you guys remember Coughing Aaron? Some of you guys remember Coughing Aaron. He's the guy who used to trade with us before. Yeah, he's starting up signals again. You know, it's crazy. I don't. One thing that like so here's the thing that like throws me off. You know how people used to hide their lot sizes? Like I never understood why people did that. Like, you guys, is there a reason why you guys do that? Like I don't know. It just kind of irks me when I see people do that. Like when they post like a crazy trade, like a huge trade, right? And then they cover their lot size. Like people used to do that when they were like an IML back then because they didn't want to like hide that they were taking like these dumb lot size. They're taking like 1,000 lot size and they're making like crazy profits, right? But I don't know, that just irks me. I don't know why people do that. I see people post all the time and they hide their lot size. They put like a little GIF right there. And I'm like, why does it matter what lot size you're taking? Like you took a good trade. I don't know why you're hiding the lot size. And then it was funny because Aaron, Coughing Aaron, he was like, oh, we do that because we don't want people to know that we're making money. I'm like, bro, you're winning trades. How are you gonna hide that you're making money? Like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I'm just always curious if you guys, if there's a reason why you guys did that. Not you guys here, but if you guys have friends that do that, because people still do it. I used to see people do that in like 2018. Like, bro, we're in 2023. People are still hiding their lot sizes for what? I don't know. Like they'll show their profit, but they won't show the lot size. Like, I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. John said I got to do that whenever I take a trade. I don't know. That just it just throws me off. Brian said Coughing Aaron. Yeah, because like so back then everybody used to call Aaron Coughing Aaron because he would go on the mic with me on these live sessions and it was COVID. So everyone's like, oh, Aaron's probably got COVID. Like he's just coughing all the time. He's just in the background coughing. So that's why everyone called him Coughing Aaron, because he would be on the mic with us on these live sessions and he would give his analysis and then he would just he just coughed randomly in the background. It was yeah, no, I'm still good with Aaron. I mean, me and Aaron are so cool. If you guys remember Aaron, he helped me like start up K2 a long time ago. He was basically, he's what Maddie is to me now. Like Maddie helps him with everything. Aaron used to help me. He kind of went off and did his own thing. And he's trying to start it back up. It kind of flopped. You know, it happens. A lot of people in the trading space don't last. You know, they'll be around for like a couple months and then their group will just flop and then it happens. That's just how trading is. Like if you're not consistent, like if you're not consistently winning or you're not consistently active within your community, you know, people are going to stop following you. So, but he's starting it back up. So yeah, if you guys ever see Aaron, you'll I mean, you'll probably see he'll pop up into this group every once in a while. A lot of the older people in the group are starting to reconnect and rejoin the group here. I mean, I've been doing this for years, so like obviously I'm doing something right. If I'm doing this for years and I'm consistently profitable, like I'm doing something right with trading. So you'll see a lot of older faces come back into here because a lot of people have been reaching out to me Steven. Oh, is Steven in here? If you guys remember Steven, we got like a ton of like inside jokes from like people in the group. Steven messaged me yesterday. He was like, out of the blue, he's like, hey, do you think Bitcoin will reach 37,000 by tomorrow? And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I look at crypto and I'm like, it's definitely not gonna reach BTC USD. Where's it at right now? Yeah, bro, it's at 31,000. It's definitely not gonna spike to 34, 36, or what did you say? 36,000 or 37,000 by tomorrow. I think he's like in this position. Because what happened with Steven is like he kind of just like stopped trading and he just tried to buy into crypto. And I think he's like stuck in a position right now. It's like really bad. But yeah, it's always cool to reconnect with a lot of the older faces. Or what did you guys call Steven? Called him muscle milk. If you guys remember, because Steven one time he said he couldn't wake up in the morning for live sessions because he would drink muscle milk at night. And then he was asking if there was caffeine in it because he couldn't sleep. And I was like, I'm pretty sure there's no caffeine in muscle milk. Yeah, that was like his excuse because he was like, man, I can't wake up for the live sessions. I want to take a breakout, but I can't wake up. And he's like, you think it's the muscle milk? I'm like, no, it's definitely not the muscle milk, bro. You just got to go to sleep. Yeah, no. Steven will be back though. Steven is like he's like working a regular job. He's trying to save up some money so we can get back into trading. But yeah, we have a lot of funny stories. If you guys have been trading with me since like, I think we started trading live around 2017. So it's been 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. It's been 6 years, guys. Crazy. We've been trading live for 6 years now. So it's been a good 6 years. I mean, my life's changed. You guys have seen me from the beginning. Like everything's changed for me. So for sure. I know we're going off topic, guys, but there's no entries here. I'm just trying to pass time. we got nothing to do right now. We got nothing but time. We have news coming right here at 7:30. So don't worry, you guys are not missing on any trades. There's no entries here for any momentum pullback scalps. There's no entries here for liquidity. Like we're literally just passing time. So don't worry, guys. I know we're kind of going off topic, but there's nothing for us to really take here. I mean, market's not even doing anything to begin with. Let me see if I can just make some updates right here. There's like literally nothing for us to take here, and there's no need to force anything. So it's better for us to kind of just shoot the shit than have to force any trades. And John said give Steven some melatonin gummies. Maddie said give him children's gummies. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, Steven was good with doing the breakouts. Like Maddie said, Steven was doing so if you guys remember Steven from back then, all he did was take the breakouts. So like back to Talanji, like what you were asking earlier about the breakout. Steven was taking the breakouts during the summer for like a whole month. He went a whole month without losing one trade. And then he passed his challenge, got funded. And then that same night when he got funded, he started trading his own strategy and then he blew his account. And then from there, he was never to be heard from again. No, not really. He's not really never to be heard of. He's around. He sometimes he pops into this room, but I mean, yeah, ever since that happened, he kind of like he never really got his trade psychology back on point. Because I mean that could really screw with your head. If you had like a winning streak and you didn't lose for like 2 or 3 months, and then you start to do your own strategy as soon as you get funded and you fail it like immediately, like on your first trade, that can really mess with your head. So I don't think he's ever really snapped out of it. Which I mean, it's all he'll snap out of it eventually. It's gonna take some time. All right, we have a buy signal right here, guys. Price is retracing, but price is going sideways. So I'm not going to take it right here. If price pulls down to this area and this is the entry point, I'm not going to take it from here. I want price to push up a little higher. So I want price to push up a little higher. So here, retrace, and then provide the entry up here. This is where I'd rather make entry. If the entry is down here, I don't want to take it. And the reason for that is because we might get a sell signal here. So as price pulls down to this area, so I'm just going to mark it up, and I'm not going to take a trade here. If price comes out and hits this area, it's technically filled. But the problem with this right here is that if price continues to drop lower, we might get a sell signal. And if that's the case, we're going to have to pull out of that trade for a loss. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather just wait for a, yeah. So right here, technically the entry is filled. I'm not in this position though. I just want to give you guys a heads up. We're just following it, but I'm not in this position right here. So I mean, we'll just see where it goes. Unfortunately, the market is just dead right now. The volatility died down quite a bit. It was moving really nicely over here, perfect for entries. And now the volatility is just completely dead. So it's hard for us to take entries at this point. So I give you guys my analysis there. I mean, it'll probably hit TP, but I'm not going to take that risk. 7:31 right now. We still got 30 minutes. Yeah, Maddie said it needs direction. It's too sideways. So this is exactly what I mentioned right here. See how the sell signal is coming up? That's what we don't want because you have to cut your loss a little early. But I mean, it's just moving sideways right here. It's not looking good at all. Pivots are going sideways, you're not going up. And full TP. So if you guys took it full TP, I marked it up for you guys if you guys wanted to follow it. It was just too risky of a trade. I didn't want to take it. And there was also news right there too. Thanks, Purity. Yeah, so Purity also mentioned that yeah, there was news right there too at 7:30. So probably want to mess with it anyways to begin with. And what happened to the news thing? I had it marked up right here. I guess I accidentally deleted it, but there was news right there at 7:30. So thanks, Purity Maddie, for confirming that. If you guys took the trade full TP, if not, it's okay. Just wait for the next one. 7:33 right now, so we still have about 30 minutes. We still have a bit of time, but we just need volatility here to pick up. This is normal for summer conditions, guys. This is why I'm saying that it's important that you guys focus on like 1 or 2 good trades a day, especially during the summer, because if you miss those 2 good trades, you're pretty much going to be flat for the rest of the day. Like right now, market is super flat. Nothing's really going on. Price is like literally going sideways. You can see here on the clean chart, it's a lot more obvious. Price is like literally just going right down the middle. Let's see, Randy said price getting topped out at 34,750. It's ranging around 4-hour high from June. Gotcha, yeah. No, I can see that too, Randy. I mean, you can see here, it's pretty clear on the clean chart. There's like literally nothing going on. Price is just going sideways right here. It's not worth the risk. See, CJ said that's what I love about the pivots. They lead the way to better quality entries. Yeah, and I agree with you too, CJ, 100%. So guys, again, if you guys are not familiar with how to identify direction, basically you want price to be above or below the pivots. You want price to be going in the direction above or below the pivots. You also want the trend meter to be matching price. Like if price is above the pivots, you want price to be going up. Price is below the pivots, you want trend meter to be red. And then vice versa, you want the pivots to be angling. So right now, pivots are not angling at all. They're just going sideways, right? And that's not a good sign because you want price to actually be moving directional for this specific strategy. And price is not moving directional at all. It's just going sideways. So if you guys took the trade there, great. It did hit TP, but I'm not going to count the trade, of course, because I didn't take it. The only trades that I count here are the ones that I take myself. So if I take the trades and I'm able to show profits on it, then that's going to count as an official trade. If I take a loss and I lose on it, then that's going to count as a loss. So the only trades that count as official entries are the ones that meet criteria. So yeah, I think that's it for right now. I mean, we're still looking for entries here at 7:35, and hopefully the market starts to move from now until 8. If not, obviously we're not going to force anything. Here are the results from my back test yesterday. So if you guys want to keep trading after 8, I mean, you guys are free to do whatever you like, right? If you guys want to keep trading the strategy. So here are the entries for yesterday. There was an entry at 7:04, it was a win. Entry at 7:41, it was a win. So between 7 and 8, there was only 2 entries. At 8 o'clock, 8:06, there was another win. 8:25, there was a small loss. 8:55, there was another win. 9:55, another win. 10:54, another win. And 11:47, another win. So like basically, you could apply the strategy all day from like 7 till 12 if you really wanted to. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I mean, if you guys feel comfortable and confident about applying the strategy, then feel free to do it. There's also more entries if you're taking multiple entries per momentum, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would just stick to like one per momentum. I think at some point in the future, when I have like my mind right, because right now I'm just not, I don't feel like being on the chart for more than an hour and a half. In the future, maybe in the fall or the winter, I'll stay on the chart for you maybe like one day out of the week. So like maybe like a Wednesday or something when the market's in full swing, I'll stay on the chart from like 7 until 12. I'll just grab me a coffee or something and some breakfast, and then we'll just hang out all day and take every single trade. So that's something that we'll do later in the future. Not right now, because I'm just not in the mindset to do that. I'm already in a routine where I trade for an hour and a half and then I'm done. I got to get my mindset right to be able to sit on these charts for like 6 hours. It's a lot of time to think about it. It's like a real job. It's the whole reason why I got into trading, so I don't have to trade like that. But the thing is, I can make a crazy amount of profit. So for example, yesterday. So for example, if we just took the trades yesterday, it was 62 points, so 6,200 per 100K count, right? I have 700K with FTMO and MFF. So you do the math here. That's a lot of profit in one day. I wouldn't mind sitting on the chart for like one Wednesday with you guys from like 7 till or 6:30 till 12 and lock in 6,200 times 7. That's a crazy amount of profit for one day, 43,400. Just applying this one strategy. So yeah, you guys can see why I'm like kind of tempted to do it at some point, but I mean, we'll save that for a scheduled trading day. And I want to make sure it's a day where there's no crazy news or anything happening. Just a smooth trading day where we're able to take entries back and forth. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else here. Hey, Brock, how's it going? Morning. Let me check the 7 o'clock. I don't know if there was an entry here for 7 o'clock. There actually wasn't. Okay, so there's a sell signal here. 7 o'clock is right here. There's no 7 o'clock entry for the 1 hour. 7:38 right now, guys, getting close to 8. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I can answer whatever you guys need help with. I'm hoping to get a buy signal from now until then, but if we don't, obviously, like I mentioned, we're not going to force anything. All right, we do have a buy signal right here, but okay, we still have the same problem. The pivots here are still not confirmed that they're moving in a direction. Let me see. Okay, I want price to kind of push up a little bit. If it pushes a little, I want to push up past this level right here. If we get that, then great. We can start looking for entries. But we need to have some sort of direction. Like I need price to actually move. It can't just be sitting in this one area and not actually move. Because if it doesn't move, then we just might be trapped in this position here. All right, so I want some green candles to push up a little higher and then provide a retracement. Like I need to be above this area right here. Because my target price point for entry is going to be at 50. There we go. All right, let's get a couple green candles here. I want like one more green candle to close somewhere around this middle area. We got the buy signal, we got the green trend meter, we got the pivot starting to angle up. I need to push up a little higher. It's still kind of too low right here. Got 30 seconds left on this candle right here. There we go. It's exactly what I was looking for. All right, I want price to stay above here. We got 20 seconds left on this candle. Just need to sit up there. Sit up there and don't come back down. Let's push up a little further. See, I don't like this candle right here. It's not looking good. I need to push up a little stronger. All right, just okay. So it's gonna be a little tricky here, because it's kind of close. If we get a red candle here, it's gonna be so close to this level. All right, we're good right here. I want this to stay bullish, slightly bullish at least. Yeah, Maddie said we need a green candle because if we get a red candle right here, it's going to be too close to the entry point right here, and it's just not gonna help with the direction. So we need at least a green candle right here. If it closes red, this is not going to work out for us because it's going to pull back to this area down here. And this is not where I'm looking to take entry. I don't want to enter down here. It's too far down. So we need this green candle here. All right, perfect. We got that green candle. Now I'm going to look for the retracement. I need a retracement down here. And then once I get that, I can enter from this area right here, 34,750, which my entry is going to be at. All right. It is the waiting game. All right, we got 30 seconds left on this panel right here. We need this to close above this line. If it closes below the line, no entry. You stay above it. Uh, 10 seconds left. You stay above it. If it closes below, I'm not going to take the trade. All right, I got my pending order right there.
Order filled.
Why did it log me out? Let's see, sorry. It logged me out of my Credo bait for some reason. Man, I gotta be in the position, right? Threw me off. Yeah, Daniel said it's been happening to him too. I heard it's been happening to Daniel and to Patricia, which is kind of annoying. It was like worst possible time for it to log me out. I don't know like why that happened. All right, we're just holding on to the position here. If we get a sell signal, I'm going to close out for partial. So I'll keep following it. I only took it here on my top step. I wasn't able to get in on the MC4 because I kind of freaked out when it logged me out. And this volatility is kind of crazy right now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with volatility. Volatility picked up like quite a bit just right now, like started spiking around. Here. $7.45. I don't know if there's news right now. Does anybody know if there's news right now? I don't know why the volatility is like kind of all over the place. It's kind of spiking around a lot. Check the calendar. I don't see anything on Forex Factor. Just random spikes. Let's see Forex Factory. Well, I guess the Fed is technically speaking right now. Kashkari was speaking like a little while ago. I don't know if he's still speaking. There's crude oil at 7:30. Oh, I don't see anything else. Let me check CNBC real quick. Fresh. I don't really see anything. I mean, it's not really like smooth volatility either. It's kind of just like blocky movements. It's gonna came down and touch that other level. This volatility sucks. I don't like when it's a blocky movement. I like when it's if it's volatile, that's fine, but I don't like when it's like a blocky movement like this. I've been holding on for this for too long. I might just pull out early, guys, to be honest. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up if I do. I'll watch it. 'Cause I don't know what's causing like this blocking. It says, okay, so the FBI director, Christopher Wary, is testifying right now at the oversight hearing. I don't know, is that Trump news? I forgot what it was. But it's like breaking news right now, I guess. Let's see, live. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Let's see, the House Judiciary Committee holds hearing on the oversight of the FBI on Wednesday. Today. So that's what's going on right now. I don't know if that's causing markets to kind of like spike around a bit, but that's the only news event that I can see that's going on right now that could have somewhat of a remote effect on the market. But the yeah, the volatility right now is just very, very slow. I mean, it's not slow, it's blocking. I don't mind if it's slow and I don't mind if it's volatile, but blocking movements just not necessarily a good sign. Because when it's blocky like this, it's just it's basically preparing for a breakout. And if you don't know what direction the breakout's gonna happen in, it just becomes a little risky. I'm just looking over here at CNBC right now. This is what's going on. FBI director is testifying. Yeah, I don't like the spike. Chart. Yeah, it says Talanji said price is pretty far from pivot on higher time frames. Will probably go sideways for a while before a real breakout, like you said. Yeah. It's just a messy movement. It's not really. I mean, it's literally just going sideways. So it looks like a lot of guys here pulled out a break even. That's completely fine, guys. Trying to get out of this too if I can. Oops. So I'm gonna watch it over here and see where it goes. I get a better opportunity because the spread here kind of sucks a little bit. Well, I mean, not the spread, it's just the price movement's too slow where I can't really. Do this. gonna modify to get out. Yeah, the market just like literally died right here. The candles are super small. There's like barely moving like a point or anything. Gotcha, cool. Patricia got out with a small profit. Maddie got out break even. Andreas got out for a small profit. All right, I got out, guys. I'm not messing with it. And if fucking full TP, fuck. Oh man. Whatever, it's all good. Yeah. Like literally as soon as I pulled out in one share, it's okay. I got profit on it. So I got profit on that. I actually entered it on my MFF too, or my FTMO. It's all good. Maddie said, I'm gonna go get my grimace shake from McDonald's. Have you guys tried that? Is it good? Have you tried it, Maddie? I didn't try that out too. I'm gonna get one today too. I think we deserve it. with this stupid trade, man. This trade is stressing me out. I haven't been stressed out with the trade in a long time. And this trade was stressing me out because I was like, this thing is really not moving. It got close to our TP right there, and then nothing happened. And then yeah, no, for sure. Let me see. All right, so all my accounts locked in profit. Let me just take another screenshot of everything here. You guys will update. Andreas made 30 bucks. Maddie made $10. What'd you do, Patricia? Patricia had to make a little more. She got out with a small profit. Right. Yeah. If you guys profit on that, feel free to post in your profits. Here's Patricia. Let's see what she logged in. She did pretty good. She got 290 on that trade. That trade was just stressing me out. I was like, man, I know this is going to break out and I have a feeling it's going to break out in our direction, but I just wasn't sure. Like I wasn't 100% sure. So that's why I wanted to pull out of the position. Sometimes if you have like that weird feeling in your gut and you're scared to you don't know what's going to happen, then just pull out of the position, right? I could have held on to it and probably would have hit, well, obviously did hit TP, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Rashida said that was a stressful 150. Yes, Rashida made 150 on that. Barack said I'm stressed about the balance between job and trading. I keep telling myself that this too shall pass. It will, Barack. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it took a while for me to take the leap to become a full-time trader as well, because I was leaving a pretty cushiony job. Like, my job as an attorney was, I mean, it wasn't easy, but there was a lot of cushion there. So it'll happen, Brock. It's just, it's a matter of time until it will. So here are my profits. I'm just going to screenshot all my profits, guys, and then we're going to wrap this up for the day. So if you guys have anything that you guys want to ask or anything that you guys want to share, feel free to post in the chat, and then we will call it a day. A lot of times it's better to be safe than sorry anyways. It's, there's no point in over risking when you guys don't need to. Another one right here. My two counts are the same, so I just gotta take this one. And now that I'm adding my profits, I made a pretty good amount of profits today. I didn't realize I did so well. Yeah, no, it added up. So let's see. What is it, Maddie? Is it a buy? Is there a text message? I'm probably not going to take it, Maddie, for me personally. All right, so here are my profits. One last thing too, my top step. My top step's cool. So I made my 1,000 mark for the day. You know, the one downside of top step is that the fees are super high. You'll see it right now. I take my screenshot. Okay, so I'm trading like, well, like how many? 8 accounts. No, I'm trading 8 accounts. Okay, so the trade that we took right here was this one right here, hit full TP, but I only took it for a partial. I pulled out halfway through. Here is my FTMO number 1 account. You can see I logged in 800 on that. Total profit of 6,280. All wins here. Here is my FTMO number 2 account. Total profit of 6,780. All wins here as well. Here's my MFF account. Total profit of 2,290. My MFF number 2 account. Total profit of 2,290. And then my MFF number 3 account, total profit of 1,940 for the day. Here's my top step account. You can see I took 2 trades today, 100% win rate, no losses. Total profit of 1,050 for the day. Average trade was about 4 minutes. Longest trade was 9 minutes. The last one we just took 100% profitable trades. Pretty good profit there. And you can see my commissions. The commissions are kind of high. You can see I only took 2 trades here, but I paid a total of 137 in commissions. So my actual PL net is 912, which is not bad. You know, again, like I was doing the math before, guys. Say, for example, I locked in $900. Say I locked in 900 a day, right? Which is not bad. That's like 2 trades, or if less than 2 trades because we cut out early for the second one. So like 900 a day times 5, that's 4,500 a week, times 4, that's 18,000 a month, times 12. That's 216,000 a year. That's just one top step account. That's not even my MFFs. Like if I just trade top step, that's how much profit I can make if I was just taking 1 or 2 trades a day, which is very, very easy in this case, right? Not that difficult at all. So I just want to show you guys the possibilities. There's so many possibilities out there, and I'm here to help you guys. So I want to make sure all you guys are profitable. You guys are making profit. Let's now go down the list. So let's see what everybody's logged in over here. Let's see. So we got Nadia over here. Or I think Nadia's going to post profits. Okay, so Nadia, this is Nadia's first day back. Nadia was gone for like a little while, and then Nadia just signed back up to the indicators and the strategies yesterday. I said not bad for the first day back. Ignore the bottom, practicing the death market tool. So right here you can see Nadia took these trades over here. Total profit of 2,116. Nice work, Nadia. Basically paid off your subscription for like the whole year. It's like you made 2,000 for the day off like 1 trade, or technically 2 trades here. So nice work. Nice screen strips right there, full TPs, and you let them run straight through. So solid work right there, Nadia. Glad to have you back here in the group. It's good to see a lot of old faces here. Nelly over here as well. Nelly took 1 loss there. The rest are wins. Total profit of 3,152 for the day. Great work, Nelly. So solid profits right there. We got Maddie over here, total profit of 3,150, all wins. Nice work, Maddie. Got his $10 for his little McDonald's shake. We have Andreas over here. That last trade, he logged in 30. It's total profit of 540 for the day. Definitely some crazy profit on that last trade, Andreas. Nice work. We got Barack over here, total profit of 3,321. Said, yeah, only profits for the week, but better than not taking any entries. Definitely Barack. So Barack's up 3,000 for the week so far. And then we have Patricia over here. Total profit on her first account, 1,050, all wins. And here is Patricia's second account, total profit of 950 for the day. Great work, Patricia. Yeah, definitely, Patricia. We'll see you back here tomorrow. You too, Maddie. Randy over here, he said MT4 was on the hourly trade, wasn't on the hour for some reason. So he pulled back and pulled out. So still Randy took the trade there. Total profit of 519 for the day. Nice day back too. So Randy here as well is his first day back into the group and with the indicators and stuff. Total profit of 519. Took the hourly trade. So no, not bad. So he said over here that first trade was a little bit of a mistake. Second trade, he enters the pullback. and he pulled out early, so he made partial profit on there. But it's all good. You know, practice will make perfect. It's just gonna be a matter of time until you get the consistency down. So great work right there, Andy. Yeah, nice work, guys. A lot of people here who just rejoined and are doing great. I would not take the 1 hour entry. Vince, for me personally. I mean, if you want to take it, you know, don't let me discourage you. But the way that the market's moving right here, I just wouldn't want to be in a position, right? Because it's so slow. But yeah, that the 1 hour position is technically running. It's probably gonna hit TP. But for me personally, I wouldn't take it because I don't like how the market's moving right here. Let's see, Chow, are you still here? Let's see, MC. Okay, all right, Chow. So you're here right now. In order to get your screenshot of your Top Step, you got to download the Top Step Trader app. So it's a TST app. It's just go on the website. It's on there. You'll have this, and then this is what it looks like. So yeah, it's the computer. There's probably a phone app, but I use the computer app. This is what the app looks like. It'll break down all your trades here. And then I just take a screenshot of these top boxes. I could take a screenshot of the entire thing, but it's just too much for me to share. It's just too big of a screenshot, but I just screenshot these 3 boxes right here. It has all my trades, profitable trades and losing trades, no losses today. My max drawdown was 68, very little. Other than that, I think that's it. So we took 2 trades today, locked in 750 on the first one, locked in 300 on the second one. I mean, it's pretty solid, nothing too crazy. And that's how you would get it. You just have to download the TS Trader application. It's on the Top Step account, Top Step website. All right, so I think that's it. If there's any other questions, guys, you know, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. Rashida said possible pullback. Yeah, so possible pull. Never mind. I wouldn't take that, Rashida. This pullback's a little too strong of a pullback. So yeah, possible pullback right there. But you know, actually, if this was a red candle right here, then the entry technically would have been right there. It probably would have filled already. I can't say, but maybe it looks like it probably would have filled already. I don't know what this candle was right here. But yeah, if that was the case, I mean, this would still be the pullback. I wouldn't take it though, because this candle here is just kind of too big. And if this candle closes with the sell signal, then you would have to close out for a small loss. So as you guys can see, the market is moving a little crazy right now. I don't know what's causing the market to move, aside from the FBI meeting that's going on. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Gotcha. Okay, nice. So Vince just closed his 1 hour in profit. Nice, smart move, Vince. I wouldn't mess with the markets. You guys can see this crazy movement right here is. There's no reason for it to move like this unless it's just moving based off the FBI meeting, but I don't think that's the case. I'm still waiting for my FX book to come back up. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for now. I don't see any other questions here. And I think that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap it up for the day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. You guys can email me, Sean at Kodi Kai Trades, or you guys can message me on Telegram, whatever works for you. I'm probably gonna be busy for the rest of the day. So if you guys do send me a message, it'll probably, if you guys send me a message, it'll probably, I'll take some time to get back to you, but I will get back to you eventually. So, all right, guys, other than that, I will see you guys back here tomorrow for the